today, from Mexico City, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the Mexico City Diablos taking on the Memphis Steamers.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Hayes. The numbers for him from a week ago, 24 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
On second down, Randolph pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Shaw. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He finds his man complete. It's Gross. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That catch good for only a couple. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down now, Randolph. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll run on first down. Hayes, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 83 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gross. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Hayes. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now a give right side. Hayes. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Diablos have taken the early lead. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ballard. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And as a result, possession switches hands. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
2nd and 10. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Gross. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And down inside the 15 he goes. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL.
And okay, so much.
Touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steamers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
2nd down and 7. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Gross. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, it's Hayes. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gross. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Diablos have taken the lead.
And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now the 2nd down throw on target.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, complete.
It's Ballard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ballard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Kidd. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steamers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Hayes. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hayes. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Brewer. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On second down, Randolph. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Over the middle, complete. It's Gross. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete. It's Allington. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off around the 41, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. Hayes, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hayes, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brewer. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 6, a little under a minute to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ballard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ballard. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He's back to throw. He checks it down here to Ellington. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Caught. It's Ellington. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the home team here, they pick up their second win now on the year. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.